fan days and things of that nature. I'm just curious what you think of that vibe, energy, however you want to assess it in terms of today.
Yeah, I would say that very few teams I've been a part of have the type of buzz around the city about our team than we experienced today, and that I've experienced since I got here. Honestly, a lot of excitement. I think they really believe in what we have here, and we're going to pour everything we got into getting this done.
Curious, Eric watching a lot of it? Is he injured?
Yeah, he just got some hip tightness, but he'll be fine.
You expect him to play tomorrow?
I'm gonna hold him out tomorrow. I was gonna plan for him to be out prior to having some hip soreness, but he's gonna be out tomorrow. Yes.
Coach, did you deal with this when you were in LA? And full practice reaction when you have LeBron and all the other players, like with AD and such.
Yeah, we did these. I think the league mandates that every team does this. So we've had fan practices everywhere that I've been. But like I said, like the excitement around this year's team and the buzz around our city is something I've not seen. So I'm pretty excited about that.
So just when you look at just the way camp is going, I know it may seem like a long time when you start, or maybe it just seems like it feels like yesterday, but what the major progress have you seen from the first day to now as far as camp?
I just think the understanding of what our system is going to look like. You gotta give our guys a structure and environment of how we're going to play. And day one, that was all wide eyes and like, give us the plan. And now the plan for the most part has been implemented, installed, and now has to be fine-tuned, with the execution, which, still has a long way to go as expected, as every team is at this time of year. But that's the biggest difference. We're going to finalize those decisions tomorrow. Other than Eric, Eric's definitely not going to play.
How do you, those experiences where obviously you're getting with fans and they're out and there's everything you do, so what's those moments like for you to be part of those kind of experiences?
It's still incredible. I mean, I'm just blown away at how many basketball fans there are in the world, but especially here in the Valley, how excited they are for the game of basketball just, inspires me and keeps me going, to be honest, man. So anytime we can get in front of our fans and give them an insight to what we do outside of just 7 o'clock on game nights, that's pretty cool. So it was good to see everybody. I know it looks like everybody's excited for the season.
Curious, just through training camp and now the preseason games, what's your overall assessment of how it's going, the progress, and those type of things?
It's early, man. Like, we got a long trek ahead of us, so I think we've been stacking great days, though, so I don't want to look up and see what the progress is. I just want to keep going, keep stacking, and I'm sure, quarter away through the season, third through the season, I'm sure, we'll figure out what our true identity really is, so, but I think we're putting together some good days of basketball, good days of teaching, and we'll see where that takes us.
The last thing I had was you and Nurkic just seemed like an offensive chemistry. You go back door, he finds you. You find him on cuts. What's that been like for you to have that kind of synergy already with the big?
Yeah, I feel like I've always had synergy with big fellas. They sacrifice so much of their games to get scorers like myself open, and to make themselves available and doing certain plays, and then they don't get all the credit for it. So I feel like it's on all of us as scorers to have that chemistry with the bigs, no matter how long we played together. So I think since day one, we all empowered Nurk to just play his game and do what he needs to do in order for him to get his game going, and then we'll figure it out. So he's been passing the ball well. He's been making the solid reads, and it's only getting better. So we're all growing together.
To go off with what he was asking about, how important is that second side going to be with him when you got Brad and both on one side and you two working it on the other?
Yeah, modern day defenses are too good just to play on one side. I think there's so much athleticism and length in this league now that you got to be able to move the ball on different sides of the floor and have different attacks. So when you got, myself or Book or Brad or EG or Grayson on that backside, sometimes that can be dangerous for a defense. And that, you know, you tend to lose focus of that backside sometimes, you know, ball swing fast, and then here come a guy come out the corner. I think that's just great offense. I think every team wants that.
You've been on a lot of teams like this where there's 2 or 3 really dynamic scorers on the floor. How long into the season does it take you to kind of assess the way teams are traditionally guarding you, or does it change on a night-to-night basis?
Yeah, I mean, it may change. You know, it depends on the coaches you're playing against. But I think the best part about what we're doing is we're preparing for anything, you know, being able to play against multiple defenses. And we got guys that can score on multiple, you know, body types, longer, smaller guys, bigger, stronger guys. So we got the experience in doing that. It's just being prepared each night and being ready to play when the ball tips up.
Eric Gordon's a veteran. He's been on a number of teams in this league. What is it about his game that he's able to come here and just fit in so seamlessly?
He can shoot the basketball at an insane clip. His whole career, that's been his MO, but he could do much more than that. Like you've seen, once you get a closer look at him, dribbling, handling the ball, bringing the ball up, being able to guard from 1 to 3. Sometimes maybe guard a 4 for a possession or 2, be strong and hold him up a little bit. So he's just a basketball player, to be honest. You can put him in 2 or 3 different positions. He's a veteran. He works like a veteran, and just grateful to have him, be around him every day.
What did it mean to bring Bradley into the
Say it again?
What did it mean to bring Bradley into the fold?
I mean, it's great. I mean, we're all coming into the fold, to be honest. It just all feels new with coach here. This feels like a whole new team, obviously from last season. So we're all trying to figure things out together. So, you know, we're all just helping each other, to be honest. You know, Brad is doing such a good job of providing experience that he's been in, you know, I think it's 9-10 years in the league. And so we're all just bringing something to the table, which is helping us all out.
As somebody that is relatively new, what advice would be giving him about moving here?
I don't give anybody any advice, to be honest. You know, if you got questions on something, he'll ask me, but he hasn't yet, so I'm sure he's fine.
When it comes to Eric, something just to notice from the preseason already is that shooters like to catch it on the hop. When the ball comes high, he jumps with the ball. Do you remember seeing someone do that before?
Yeah, I think shooters just adjust to the pass.
Okay.
He got such a strong base that he can leave the ground and come back and still land in the same spot and shoot the ball. You know, that's elite athleticism. But I always feel like, you know, he played with some of the best, you know, passers, guys that are James, Chris Paul, guys like that can get him the rock in any spot. And he's been training his body to shoot shots like that for 16 years. So it's normal at this point.
Katie, how good did it feel to have those big offensive outbursts right away in their first and third preseason game?
Oh, it feels good to play together the way we've been playing. It's been a lot of ball movement. But I think it starts from what we do on the defensive side of the ball. You've noticed in the 2 preseason games that we all played in, when we got stops and was able to make multiple efforts on defense, that's when the game just blew open pretty fast. And we were trading baskets with teams like we did in Detroit for the first 3 or 4 minutes, and in Portland for the first quarter, it looked like an even game. But once we got multiple stops in a row, then you start seeing them outbursts. Because once we get out in transition, we start swinging that ball 2 or 3 times in transition. I think that's when it was dangerous. So it all starts on our focus on the defensive end. I know that's cliche, but that's really what it is for us if we want to be a good offensive team.
All right, nice, Katie. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, but nothing compared to that. But what do you think about the fan experience?
No, I mean, it's great. I mean, like, you know, obviously, like, we were able to see like a lot of fans in open practice today, and the other night, first preseason game, the crowd was amazing. So I cannot wait to play the regular season games in front of those amazing fans.
Have you fit in the way you figured you would as far as your role and what they're asking you to do?
I think so. You know, my role is gonna be a 3-point threat and play with a lot of energy on defensive side. So I think I've been adjusting my role pretty well, but I still gotta do better though.
Last thing I had was, what if you had to assess camp, because you've been in your share, obviously, how would you assess maybe either the progress or how it's gone or what you guys are picking up? How would you assess camp so far?
I mean, we just, talking a lot, communicating, helping each other. It's a new team, a lot of new guys, so including me. So we just gotta communicate. It's not gonna be easy, but I already feeling like chemistry is getting a lot better like every day. So it's gonna continue to get better.
In the preseason, you've run a couple of sets at the top of the key where it's designed to get you going off the dribble. How does that help your confidence with the trust the coaching staff showing you already?
Yeah, I mean, it helped me a lot. In NBA, I've never done something like that, so I'm just trying to add to that to my game, and coaching staff trying to me, get more involved in the offensive side. That's really helping me and help me to get more confidence. So I really appreciate that.
Your goal in FIBA was obviously just to make the Olympics, but in terms of what you were able to do on the floor, do you think that can help you going into the season with the expanded offensive role you have?
Oh yeah, definitely. With me being on a national team, I had to be more than 3-point shooter. So obviously, I was able to attack the rim more, and the experience in summer definitely helping me. So I know I don't have to be that aggressive, especially when I play with like KD, Book, Brad, but still to be able to do that helped me. So I'm gonna keep getting better at it.
And have Mikal and Cam been checking in, giving you spots to eat or anything like that?
I'm sorry.
Have Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, they've been checking in with you, seeing how you're liking the town so far?
I mean, I haven't talked to them yet, but yeah, I mean, yeah.
We know you had your relationship with KDB. What's it been like building with Book and Brad so far?
I mean, it's been great. I can feel like to trust my shooting ability, and every time I'm open, they always trying to find me. So they are great passers too. So I'm really excited to play with them too.
This team has a lot of international players and very diverse, but the biggest fan reactions came from seeing you come onto the court today, also with Bowl. So how does that feel coming to a new city and representing the international players such as yourself to come and get that?
Yeah, I mean that felt amazing. That make me really comfortable being here, and make me more excited to play in front of those amazing fans. So I really appreciate they showing support and love.
In terms of being a shooting threat and doing some more stuff off the dribble with this team, how has it been playing with fellow shooters like Grayson Allen, Gordon, the big three, obviously, in terms of spacing and maybe opening things up?
Yeah, everything making really easy, especially when you play with those great shooters, because you have more space, and defense know that they can leave those guys. So I know I'm gonna get more opportunity, because if defense has to choose something, they have to leave me, I guess. Especially they can't just play 1-on-1 against Brad or Book or KD. They have to leave somebody, and if that could be me, even though I'm a good shooter, I guess. But so I'm I just gotta make sure I'm gonna take those shots and make them, and I think that can really help my team.
Kevin Durant has been saying how much he enjoys being around you. We've heard similar from Mikal as well. How have you enjoyed getting to know some of the new guys on the team off the court?
Yeah, I mean, they are obviously they're great basketball players, but they are amazing human beings. They're helping me, not just the basketball stuff, but off the court too. So I'm really enjoying being around them and being on this team.
Yuta, have you been able to explore Phoenix with your wife? Because I know you like to rest after practice.
I mean, not really yet, but we went to Sedona a few weeks ago. That was great. That became definitely one of my favorite spots, and trying to go back maybe in the off season. But yeah, Sedona is one of them. Other than that, I don't know. I haven't really tried it yet, but.
How much confidence does it give you when the first game when coach brought you in towards the end of the games, you kind of lead the charge? How has that kind of built your confidence of him giving you all that responsibility right away?
Yeah, so that game, before the game, coach told me that, I'm gonna play from this minute to this minute and this minute to this minute. So when he took me out on the fourth quarter, I thought I was done. But game went to overtime and coach put me back. That kind of like showed me, he trusts me. And definitely we were trying to winning the game. So just being one of them on the court and to be able to help the team winning, that really, that was a big thing for me. And, I'm glad that I was able to help the team win.
A lot to ask about your offense, you talked about anticipated three-point shooting, but how much about defensive stops really pushes you to get in those positions of, getting, down court to get to the three and do what you do on offense?
Yeah, always like good defense always lead to good offense. So I know I have to be a better defender, especially on ball. I know I'm a good help defender, and I played with a lot of energy, like with my height and length. But if I can be a better on ball defender, I know I can play a lot of minutes on this team. So I just gotta work on that. I gotta be better on that.
All right, thanks you.
All right, thank you.